Hello, friends. God bless you. Today I was um, thinking about my life. There are so many promises God has given me. Some has come to fulfillment, and some are not fulfilled yet. And I was wondering what I know about promises. What is the promises? Promises is something God is showing you. Like God says to Abraham, come outside and look at the land. That land, I'm going to give it to you. God has told me certain things. That is the thing. I'm going to give it to you in your life. But there are the things that has not been fulfilled. So there is a promise that God showed what will happen, and there is a time it will become a reality. And in between them, there is always a journey. And there is something on us to get the promise. There is some demand or the there is a condition. I need to start a journey. But what about if I start a journey from promise to reality to become a reality? I took a journey, and in between, if I messed up or I take a wrong turn, what about that? Then there is a good news. God is a God of chances. One first chance, second chance, third chance, unlimited chances. Let me explain to you this why we have to take a journey from promise to reality. Why there is a journey. But before that, let me share a promise. There are so many promises in the Bible, about more than 7,400 promises that God has given to man, and those promises can be conditional and unconditional. Most of the promises are conditional, but some of the promises that God made, I will love you, I will not forsake you, those are unconditional promises. But other promises has some conditions. A journey from promise to reality. There is a journey. Actually, there are 9 promises Bible list from the devil also. There are 2 promises from the forces of darkness. There are promises from angels. There are so many promises, but I wanted to focus on the promises that God gives to man. Now, let us take an example of Abraham. God told him that I will give you this land and to your descendants, but you have to leave this place and go to the promised land, other places. It is not that promised land was better than where Abraham was living. We know that where Abraham lived was a land of idol worshippers. But also Bible says to Israelites that when you go to the promised land, don't follow their traditions, don't follow their idols. That means the place where Abraham lived was idol worshipping place. The place where Abraham is going is also idol worshipping place. But this is a promise and this is a reality. Where he started, he got the promise. Where he reached, that become a reality. But there is a journey. Then why he has to take a journey? I believe to become this promise to reality, number one, we have to take a journey. And in that journey, God reveals himself to us, who he is, what his characteristics are, and God slowly started transforming us. Do you know that Abraham took the journey, but he took the diversion, he went to Egypt also? Did God say that, okay, I'm done with you, I'm not going to keep my promise? No, God is committed to fulfill the promise, what he has promised to you. And if we messed up, God is not going to leave us. He's going to still bless us. How about Jacob? There is a beautiful two verses in Genesis 32, first two verses talks about when God says that, Jacob, go to this place, Bethel, where first time I met you, where you were running away from your brother. And the night I met you. And you said that if you protect me, if you provide for me, you will be my God. That was the man's promise to God. And God says that, hey, Jacob, now you have to go back there. But then Jacob did something strange. Jacob called his household and said that, wait a second, we are going to Bethel. But I know that in my household there are still idols. Give it to me. He collected all the idols and he discarded them. When I realized that God is a God of chances, you realize that when Jacob left Laban's home to go back to his own home, he had idols with him. When God protected him, when Laban followed with the 300 men to kill him, God protected, and that time also there were idols in Jacob's home. When God reconciled Jacob with Esau, his brother, who wanted to kill him, there were idols in Jacob's home. When Jacob was established, he has a family, his wives and children and money and wealth and everything, there were idols. God, what do you think? When God told him that now you will not be Jacob, you will be called Israel, God changed his name. God did not know that there are idols in his home. This is God's grace. This is God's mercy. This is a God of chances. He is revealed throughout this Jacob's journey. God was kept revealing himself, who he is, his characteristics, his heart, father's heart. And one day it clicks into Jacob. He said that, no, my God is a promise keeper. And whatever he has promised, they all become reality. And then he called his household and said that, get rid of all the idols. Sometimes, even in my life, I know some of the promises God has given to me. I know some of the promises God has shown me with my eyes. I have seen them, but they have not turned into reality. I am in the journey. And yes, I have messed up so many times in my journey. But does it mean that God will abandon me? Or for that matter, anybody? No. And I believe that you can take this at heart, that God's promises are eternal. He doesn't change his mind. No one can change God's mind. Not you, not me. And what he has promised to you and me, they are going to become a reality. But there is a journey. There is a time. And God is going to be with us in this journey, building us, building our characters, and revealing himself to us. I believe God has blessed you today. Thank you.